Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. Well, it's Howard's birthday today. Okay, so first things first, I have 3 medium eggs, or 2 large. These just happen to be the handy ones at the store. And to that, we're going to add 1.25 cups of sugar and a 2-finger pinch of salt. We're going to whip that. Now while that's whipping, I have 1/2 cup of milk, to which I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of this liquid micro-dose coffee. Alright. Whoa! Alright, that might be a little strong, but you know what? It is going into a cake. Now, we're going to add about 1/4 cup of oil. So while that's doing that, let's get our flour in order. I'm going to do about 1.5 cups of flour. You know, do you. That's not 1/2 cup, that's 1/3 cup. That's why it's heaping. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a couple of heaping tablespoons of organic cocoa. Approximately 1/4 cup. I'm going to sift that all together. Let's take our whisker out of there. We'll put in the beater bar. And we will start adding the cocoa baking powder flour mix, alternating with the milk. The milk coffee. If we need more, we can always add more milk. Now people ask me why I don't put vanilla in my chocolate cake. Think about that phrase, vanilla in chocolate cake. And in that goes, and let that beat. And just before we go, now our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I'm going to dump most of these chocolate chips in. Well, I'm going to dump them in. How about that? And give it a 1 whip. I think I should have used my deeper one, but we'll see. Oh my goodness. You can taste just a hint of that coffee. It's like brewed coffee. Javy coffee is a microdose. It's concentrated liquid coffee. That's why it went so dark when I added like 2 teaspoons. The air bubbles are out. And into a 350 degree oven. That goes for 35 to 50 minutes, depending on when a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Then we're going to make lasagna. Okay, here's what we got going on. We got some fresh baby spinach. I'm going to put this in the freezer for when I make my next batch of vegetable broth. This has all been washed. And I'm just going to kind of chop this up. Now this is a really simple lasagna. Not sure if this is going to be deep enough, so I may have to get a second pan. Now we've got canned sauce, 2 medium-sized eggs, my meatballs, Italian cheese blend, peppers, garlic, spinach, cottage cheese, and oven-ready noodles. And I honestly think I'm going to get a second pan. Coffee cake is in the oven. I put it on a cookie sheet because that pan was pretty full. Now, we got 2 cups or a tub of cottage cheese. Now I'm wishing I had broke the eggs and beat them first because that was the plan. But this is actually my day off. I don't normally work on my day off. But it's Howie's birthday. We're going to put some garlic in there. Oh, lots of garlic in there. I'm not going to add salt to any of this, guys, because of the cheese and the some cracked black pepper. Two-finger pinch of Himalayan salt. Mix that all in. Oh, beat up pretty nice. Now, this is fresh spinach. If you use frozen, it won't be as juicy, but I need it juicy because I'm using oven-ready noodles, and oven-ready noodles need extra moisture. So let's just fold this all in. So, Howie said he would prefer the meatballs broken up. Let's just see if they're cuttable. No, forget it. Well, this will be the meatball one. This will be meatless. We'll see. I may not get a second one out of this. So let's just cover this in sauce. Oh yes, oh yes. Of course Gracie wants in now. She didn't want in 5 minutes ago when I was sitting down. All right. On go the oven-ready noodles. Just like that. Some onions. Ooh! We almost forgot mushrooms, didn't we? Now, I suppose if I get too much here, I can make another lasagna, but it'll just be a meat-free one. I should have put the peppers and the onions in with the meat. Lots of veg, right? I want to add, I have Parmesan cheese, but I bought this powdered Parmesan cheese from Walmart, and I really don't like it. It's grainy, so I'm actually going to mix it in to the cottage cheese layer. Okay. All right. The bigger half of this is going to go on here. Let's just make sure we have enough. Yeah, I'll be cooking this on a cookie sheet just like the cake. Because, you know, now remember, this is going to sink some as the noodles cook. Right? Just like that. All right. We want lots of sauce because of the noodles, right? I am making a heck of a mess. Yeah, this is definitely going onto a cookie sheet. Try and spread it out without it pouring over the edges. And this will be a lovely meat-free meal another day. This one is going to get a lot because, again, there's no meat in that lasagna. This one is actually going into the freezer just like it is for another day. Now, the reason you see me putting so much cheese on top is how much cheese did we actually put in this? Not a lot, did we? Right? And I'm going to set the lasagna on the edge, put my arm over like this, and then just tuck it under the other side like that. That is a good tenting. And then we'll just fold these down. We just don't want the cheese to get burnt. And the last 15 minutes, this is going in a 350-degree oven for about an hour and a half. And then at the last 15 minutes, I will take the foil off for crusting up the cheese. Okay, let's take this out. Oh. And we'll just let it set for a minute. Oh, let the juices soak up, and we will be back. Okay, I should have let it rest for a good 15 minutes, so it's probably going to fall apart. How hungry are you, darling? Since supper is a little late. He is hungry. Layers of noodles. But we do have to, oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we do have to tell him that the meatballs were too frozen to break up. But let's take this to Papa. Okay, so there's no salad or breaded garlic mushrooms or garlic bread or anything, but this...
You probably slipped the vegetables in there.
Yes, sir, I did. I put all of that baby spinach you bought in there.
Holy.
Well, except for the stems. And peppers and mushrooms. There's only 2 layers of noodles, but there's lots of stuff.
And it is awesome.
Thank you, baby. Happy birthday. Cake is after this. Woot! Happy birthday. How's been your birthday?
Yeah, good, considering I had to work all day.
To you.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
The cake is a little on the dry side, I'm sorry, but see if you can detect a different taste in it. Well, it's cake and ice cream anyway.
It's a very tasty cake.
Well, thank you, honey. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You going to share with Gracie? Not the cake,
Just the
of course.
cream.
Just the ice cream. She'll be ready. Oh, here you go. Happy birthday. Her birthday was last month. She's 6 now. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, lasagna, a vegetable lasagna in the freezer, lasagna for his lunch, and cake and ice cream. Doesn't get any better than that when it comes to birthdays, does it, dear?
Nope.
No. Mwah! Take care. God bless.